Hello students, so today we are going to discuss about Albugo Candida. You see, this Albugo Candida belongs to in Eumycota. So Eumycota is divided in 5 categories. One, it is in Mastigomycotina and Zygomycotina, Ascomycotina, Basidiomycotina and Deuteromycotina. So we are going to discuss about in Mastigomycotina, that is in Albugo Candida. Albugo Candida, it is white rust diseases. So these diseases we are looking in generally some of the family members, that is a Nyctaginaceae family, Brassicaceae family and Cruciferae families. So we are going to detail about the Albugo Candida. So Albugo Candida, it is an obligate parasite, means it is totally depending on the host. There is no host, there is no Albugo Candida. So we call that is in endoparasite. So and next point, so eucarpic thallus. Here two separate structures is there. One, it is in vegetative body, second one that is in reproductive body. We call this is in eucarpic thallus. And Albugo Candida cell wall, it is in a cellulose, that is most important here. And next one, entire the Albugo mycelium is well developed, filamentous, branched, cenocytic, aseptate, hyaline, intracellular mycelium with knob-like shaped hostorias is there. Mycelium, one, it is in a filamentous type. So here it is in a branched is there. Cenocytic means the protoplasm is goes to one place to other places. Entire the filament, it goes to very free. We call that is in cenocytic, aseptate, and intracellular is there. So means the hostorium is goes to where the intracellular spaces, and mycelium with a knob like hostorias is there. Root like structures, we call that in hostoria, it is a knob like structures. And next one, the reproduction system, asexual is there and sexual is there. The asexual reproduction system, it is a sporangiospores. The asexual reproduction system, it is a oogamous type, means so gametangial contact is there. This is a little introduction about the Albugo Candida. And next now we are going to the classifications. So division of Albugo Candida, it is Eumycota, means advanced. Second one, that is in subdivision Mastigomycotina, and class it is in Omycetes, order Perinosporalis, and family it is in Albuginaceae, genus Albugo, the species is Albugo Candida. So the genus of Albugo, Albus, albus means it is a white, is represented about 30 species distributed in most part of the world. So they are obligate parasite occurring in endoparasites in higher plants. They usually infect the members of the families, generally Cruciferae family and Convolvulaceae family, and next one that is in Compositae family and other Amaranthaceae, Caparidaceae families. So the white rust we are looking these families. So in our India, generally we are looking in 18 species. Albugo Candita in Amaranthaceae family, Albugo Candida, that is in Brassicaceae family. Generally is a third one, that is of in Albugo Portulaceae, that is of in Portulaceae families, and Albugo Ipomia, Penduraceae, sweet potato, and Albugo Tragopoinus, that is of Compositae family, and Albugo accidentalis, that is the sponge families, Albugo Platensis, that is our Bayerhavia, and albugo evolve, that is of an evolvulus. So vegetative structure of Albugo Candida. The fungus an obligate parasite and grows in the intracellular species host tissues. In the absence of the host, the fungi survive on the host debris as oospores or dominant myceliums. It has no separate growth. Okay. So next point, the thallus albugo, it is a mycelial thallus. The mycelium consists of colorless manifold of branched cenocytic hyphae. This point is most important. The Albugo Candida, it is a cenocytic myceliums. The hyphae grow intracellular and produce knob-like, button-like shaped haustoria into the host cell. It is absorb nutrients from where the host cells. Means here we call that is in haustoria. It is a root like structures. So it is taking food material from the host. Okay. So from the host in haustorias. So we call this is in so this shape, it is a knob like shaped. So ultrastructure of haustoria, the studied first mainly is a Berlin and Bowen in 1964. So and revealed in the presence of lomosomes, mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulums and haustorias, but nucleus have not been absorbed in the host cell involved by the haustoria, show vessels and tubular elements which are not usually reported in healthy cells. So here I am showing to one the best example in Brassicaceae family, diseased leaf of in Brassicaceae, white leaf spots. So next, so these Albugo Candida reproduction systems, both structures is there, is asexual is there and sexual is there. The asexual reproduction system, special type of is there, we call that is in conidiophores, and second one that is in sexual reproduction system, that is oogamous type. The first we are going to discuss asexual reproduction systems. When it takes place under favorable conditions, when the host plant is in its vegetative growth, the intracellular mycelium produce dense mat like growth just beneath the epidermis of the host cells. From it grows out of numerous short club shaped conidiophores is there, perpendicular to the surface of the epidermis. So when we are looking the asexual reproduction systems, means the spores when entered inside the leaf, okay, the spores are germinated below part, that is a haustorias, above part. So it is going to the little cylindrical shape like structures is there, basipetal structures. So younger is lower side, so older is higher sides. We call this is in basipetal structure is there. So entire together we call that is in conidiophores. Means another name, that is sporangiospores, thick walled except at the distal, and consist of dense cytoplasm with about 5 to 12, sometimes are looking more than 15 to 16 nucleus is there. It is a basipetal chain of multinucleate spherical conidias. Okay. So and next one, these when the developed conidias comes to outside the leaf, it goes to outside the leaf and it is taking the food material from the environment. We call this is in hygroscopic methods. When taking the food material in hygroscopic methods, little bit development you are looking in that area. So after the development, it comes to outside in that area. So it is modified as a one special type of the structures. We call that is in zoospores. So these zoospores are biflagellate, means two type of flagellas is there. One, it is a smooth flagellas is there. Second one, that is in rough flagellas is there. Two types of flagellas, we call that is in zoospores. The zoospores comes out of the sporangia. So it goes to, when comes to outside in this area, it goes to another host. The germination of conidia depends upon the prevailing environmental conditions, hygroscopic methods. Okay. So how to take the food material from the environment, that much of development we are looking in sporangias. After the development, the sporangias comes to outside in this area. So it is we are looking two type of the flagellas is there. So one it is in smooth flagellus, second one that is in rough flagellus is there. So when comes to outside in this area, it goes to another host by the wind, by the air, by the water. It goes to where the new host. So this is the conidiophore asexual reproduction systems, so now you see here I am showing one chart, that is hostoriums is there, and second one that is in the sexual reproduction systems. In albugo sexual reproduction system, oogamous type. So what is the meaning of in oogamous? Oogamous means the male reproductive organs are motiles, female it is in stable. So we call that is in oogamous type. So these oogamous types, here we are looking in gametangial contact. So the male female sex organs are known as, one it is in antheridia, second one that is in oogoniums. Okay, how the development of an antheridia? Sir, when we are looking in mycelium, one of the cell is going to the male reproductive organ. How much of so mitotic divisions we are looking in this area, that much of development we are looking in male reproductive organs. So simultaneously male and female, so we are looking both sides. So after the development in antheridia, so here formation one sexual reproductive tube, like we call that is in conjugation tube. This conjugation tube is goes to where the female reproductive organs. So after female, when entered inside the female reproductive organs, these male reproductive organ is directly goes to where the female reproductive organ. After when entered inside the female reproductive organ, here formation is one special type of the structures. So we call that is in zygote. See now here antheridia is elongated club shaped multinucleate structures. They develop male hyphae which are placed closely female hyphae. The close association where the female reproductive organ is there, beside we are looking in the male reproductive organs. So tip of the male hyphae accumulate in the cytoplasm nucleus. The swollen tip is cut by the transfer wall from the antheridia. So there are 6 to 12 nucleus young antheridiums is there, but mature antheridia has only single functional nucleus as other nucleus degenerate. Okay. So this is the antheridiums. So next point, oogonium means here this is in female reproductive organs. During the oogonial development, the apex of hyphal branch swell considerable and becomes globular, accumulating cytoplasm and nucleus. The swollen round like structures is there, apex about 6 to 12 nucleus. Sometimes we are looking more than, so 8 to 12 nucleus also we are looking in that area, separated from the main hyphae by the constructions. The nucleus in the young oogonium undergo many mitotic divisions from about 100 to 300. Sometimes we are looking more than 300 also we are looking in that area. The cytoplasm of the young oogonium is uniformly vacuolated and nucleus are evenly distributed. As the oogonium matures, of the protoplast is differentiated on other more vacuolated periplasm and central densely cytoplasm ooplasms. You see, after the fertilizations, so here formation one special type of the structures we call that is in ooplasms. Ooplasm representative one egg like structures. The Albugo Candida, there are many nucleus in the egg when it is the first determined, but later all nucleus except one migrates to the periplasms. So here I am showing just one of the chart. See, beside the first one that is of antheridia, second one that is of in swollen type structures is there, that is in oogonia. Okay. So you see the male reproductive organ is a formation one tube like structures is there. So we call that is in conjugation tube. So when entered inside the conjugation tube, directly it goes to where the female reproductive organs. So when entered both structures, here formation we call that is in fertilizations. The plasmogamy takes place by gametangial contact. The wall of the antheridia and oogonia becomes thin at the region of their contact. The antheridia forms a cylinder fertilizations tube that penetrate the ogonial wall and the reaches of oplasms. The fertilization tubes burst near the cynocentrum, releasing a male nucleus which is fused with the egg nucleus. The synobium disappears after the fertilizations. The species where the ogonium is multinucleate, all of the fertilizer at the time and of multinucleate oospores. So next one, life cycle of an Albugo Candida. Life cycle in Albugo includes both asexual and sexual phases is there. The asexual reproductive occurs through the production of sporangia and motile sporangias. The sex organs are antheridia and ogoniums. Metatic divisions occur inside the gametantia at the time of male and female nucleus formations. So diploid zygote formed the union male and female nucleus. Therefore, in the life history of Albugo, vegetative phase is diploid and haploid phase in confined to the male and female nucleus. This the life cycle is described as a diplonotic life cycles. So here I am showing the Albugo Candida life cycles. The Albugo Candida first that is a germinated male, it is in antheridia, the female that is in ogonia. So after the formation is a after the complete the fertilization, the formation the zygote. So this zygote is produced the new plant. So this is the sexual reproductive life cycles, and above that is an asexual reproduction system life cycles. So here that is germinated to zoospores and conidiophores. So this is the asexual reproductive system of algae.